Hello everybody and welcome back to AgSkies2. Been working a little bit in between episodes and thought I'd quickly start off by showing you what's going on. So first off, let's turn that on. You can see I did get this cleared out. This chest was just not big enough. So you can see I've replaced it with a 9x9 from the chest builder, and there's a lot of more capacity in here now. So what I've been doing is pulling away things I want to keep. The treasure bags. I don't know, I need to go see what the status is of my armor sets upstairs. But everything else, I flip this switch, this servo, and it takes it over into the matter condenser and works on my singularity. Still got a long way to go for that. So anyway, back to the fun. The other thing I was working on, I've been doing some craft questing. We completed the one for the incubated eggs last time. I have a quest here for a modified runic matrix and a containment wand focus. We haven't really gotten far enough into Thaumcraft to build those yet, but we also have multi-farms. Now I built the farms out of the thermal expansion items. Was it thermal expansion? Sorry, Mine Factory Reloaded, not thermal expansion. MFR. The planter, harvester, etc. So I wasn't really planning on using the forestry farms, but I did go ahead and build them. The gearboxes. So I'm going to walk you through that real quick. The thermonic fabricator is upstairs, so let me go there. So one of the pieces that you need to build this is this guy, the thermonic fabricator. Right click on that, it takes glass as an input. This guy's kind of interesting because you give it a pattern here, materials here, and then it builds the thing for you. So for the farm block, right, the basic farm block, right, standard crafting, but you need this tin electron tube. For the tin electron tube, you put tin, redstone, and you get 4 of them. So I'm going to show you building one of those, even though I've got plenty, just because it's different. And let's see, there's 10, and let's get some redstone, and then let's go over here. So I've already got glass loaded here. That's important. You can see putting the items in this grid did not actually reduce the number. Same thing here, right? But now that that pattern is loaded and there's sufficient materials, it went ahead and made me 4 tin electron tubes. If I click this, it'll take enough to make more, etc. Right? So before I click those and retrieve them, I'm going to remove all that, but you can see it's already created the items. This block does need to be powered. I'm going to need that. This block does need to be powered, so there you go. Toss those in, toss that back in. Let's take care of these treasure bags. Uncommon treasure, got golden apple, gold coins, more gold coins, emerald, splash potion of harming, various things. Alright, I'll toss that in there, the gold ingot. I don't really know what I'm going to do with all these potions yet. I'll think about that. For right now, I'll just toss the 2 that I don't really want in there. I'm keeping a potion of regeneration on me, just in case. Okay, so with that done, once you have those electron tubes, making the farm blocks is relatively straightforward, and then you can make the farm gearbox, right, by taking a farm block, adding gears, the hatch, valve, and control, right, uses a trap door, controller uses a golden electron tube, which is just a different pattern. Right, uses golden redstone, and the valve uses 1 gear and 2 glass. So it's pretty basic crafting. Anyway, like I said, I'm not really planning on using these, so I'm going to claim the reward and move along. Programming, I need a basic circuit board. Right here. So, to the carpenter. Okay. We're going to have lots of fun. So we need the carpenter block, we need some redstone, some tin, and some water. Okay. First up, we need the carpenter. Right, let's go ahead and get the tin and the redstone before I forget what's necessary. The carpenter uses a sturdy casing, more bronze, etc. The sturdy casing is just bronze in a chest pattern. I went ahead and programmed that into the ME system. So, clearly I don't have very much bronze. Let's make ourselves, I don't want 100 bronze. Let's do 20 bronze. While that's running, let's see. I've been keeping some things that I'm not planning on using in here. As good as place as any until I change my mind and put it somewhere else. It's kind of getting full though. Might need to do that sooner than later. And you'll notice I've got the jetpack turned off because going up and down ladders was starting to get really irritating. Alright, looks like the bronze is working. And we'll come back to it in a bit. What's it doing? Oh, it's pulverizing some tin. That's important. Alright, what else can we craft on? Let's see. That requires some Thaumcraft. We need to do a mining expedition to the Nether to get some Ardite ore. We can do the item router, bandwidth upgrade, and speed boost upgrade. First, let's get the carpenter. The carpenter is another forestry block. Again, it takes in pattern, then an inventory, and we are going to need some water. And here's a perfectly good source of water. You can see it's in there, and I'm missing something. Okay, we're trying to build a basic circuit board. And to do that, oh, I reversed the tin and the redstone. That would do it. Of course, now there's not enough redstone in it to actually build it. You can see it won't actually build. So let's go get some more redstone. And if I put 6 redstone in there, you can see it's building it. And now it's ready. Cool. And we'll just take all that out, and cool. Excellent. Good shape. Oh, apparently I got a good reward bag at some point too. Anyway, So we've got that. We get, oh, got more. Okay, we made our 10 electron tubes earlier, and now we need a copper electron tube. So each of these different electron tubes creates different types of farms. There's lots of information to read on it. A copper electron tube, you basically do the electron tube pattern with copper and redstone. So let me get that going. And there we have it. Great. And now we claim our basic circuit board. Not sure why those aren't stacking, but okay. And we also got an iron electron tube. So I'm just going to load those up in case I do need them at some point. And our good reward bag has some name tags, a cackle reward according to what it was saying. Okay. And okay, all that's left open in here is this containment focus. So I'm going to go poke through this, see what else we're going to do, what I'm going to work on in this episode, and I will be right back. Okay, I think in this episode I do want to keep working on the blood altar a little bit, since we spent quite a bit of time working on that. And one of the things that's noted in a lot of these quests is a book called Delving into the Darkness. So I'd like to make that. I need some ink, a book and quill, and the blood orb. The book and quill is a feather, a book, and an ink sac. Let's build it. Of course, I need the book. And now we just need to go get the blood orb. And I believe that is stored up here. I need to make a better way up here. Or maybe at least extend the ME network up there. Either one. Right, delving into the darkness. Let's see what that looks like. Welcome, Blood Magicer. Page 1 of 1. That was not... Oh, okay. Okay, there's some stuff in here. Nasty little thieves, they stole our precious. Clearly we have some Lord of the Rings fans. Okay. Rituals, items, blocks. Alright, lots in there to read. I'm not going to force anybody to watch me read it. That would be really boring. So let's put that back. And all right, what else can we build? A rune of sacrifice. It wants one of those. The rune of sacrifice is made with a... Can we use a... No, we need at least the apprentice blood orb. Okay. Well, how do we make an apprentice blood orb? A tier 2 with 5,000 life points in it. We can work on that a bit. So let's get the sacrificial orb, the divination sigil. We'll keep that, and we'll keep our potion of regeneration. And again, we need 5,000 life points in the altar. It currently has 0. Okay, it has 1920 in it. The little particle effects for regeneration are, they're okay. I really need to work on getting some more life points. Okay, that did not last too long, but it did get us up to 3840 life points, so that's something. And what do we toss in to make this thing? An emerald. Well, let's okay, while we're regenerating, let's go get an emerald. And it has more than 5,000 in it, so let's toss the emerald in. And we will get our apprentice blood orb. We hope. Okay, it's taking a little while to run. That's okay. While we're doing, let's put that back in there, because I really don't like having that in my inventory where I could, like, touch it accidentally. After we get that, the Rune of Sacrifice requires 2 reinforced slate, some gold, and some stone. There we are. And right, that should bind it to my network, and we'll toss it in there and let it empty the altar out into the network. Okay. Yeah, I really need to get some kind of crafting grid up there. Alright, so I need that. I need these guys, some gold, and some regular smooth stone. Is that really all I have of smooth stone? I must not have the I must not have that connected up to the network. Oh well. Alright, so I get 4 blood runes and a Sanguine Scientum book. Let's see what that is. Looks like even more to read about. I wonder if this is a superset or... Huh. I've got some reading to do in between episodes. But for right now, let's see, I need 20 runes to get the next one. I have 5. 8. So, not enough. That's okay. We'll work on that another time. So I need to read that. Let's see what else we can do. Blood cleansing. The blood cleanser is a new way of crafting. Okay. Interesting. Wonder how we make that. We need at least a master blood orb or archmage blood orb. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with that right now. Fast slaughter. The speed rune makes your altar work faster. Okay, so a speed rune and acceleration. So the rune of acceleration makes the altar drain faster, and you get a blood tank as a reward. Interesting. Right, the speed rune. Uses blank slates, sugar, a blood rune, and stone. Okay. Do I have any blank slates? No. I need stone and an altar to do that. And the acceleration rune. Rune of acceleration. Maybe that's not what I was looking for, because it requires at least an Archmage's Blood Orb, which, again, not happening anytime soon. The Master Blood Orb requires a weak blood shard and 50,000 life points. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out some way other than draining myself to get life points for that one. Health Backup, Blood Amulet. Can heal you for 5 hearts as long as it's full. Interesting. Right, let's work over here. Water Sigil. Blank slates, water, and... Okay, I can use different things there. The other sigils... Imbued Slate. It requires a Tier 3 altar. Sigil of Magnetism or the Green Grove. Requires a Master Blood Orb. That's not... Green Grove requires... An Apprentice Blood Orb will work. Need a Reinforced Slate. Okay, let's go get some sugarcane and some oak saplings and grab myself another Reinforced Slate. Where did my orb go? There we are. I'll put that back up. Alright, so there's that. The magnetism is going to take a while. We get a beef Wellington. Okay. Alright, Sigil of Green Grove will grow all plants near the user as long as it's active. This does carry costs, so make sure your LP network is full. The Sigil of Magnetism will use LP to suck items into your inventory. Okay, so that's useful when we need to farm again. But for the meantime, I'm just going to put them back up here. With the Divination Sigil and all that. I'm going to keep those 2 books on me because I want to read them later. It's becoming kind of a random episode as I bounce through looking for things that I can do right now. I think the next big project I'm going to do is figure out how to, or at least for blood magic, is figure out how to get more blood into it without having to drain myself. Ooh, I've got some quests I can complete here. We got our glass vials. We can get a flask of vigor and a phial of essentia. What is the flask of strength 2? And we get 8 instrumentum. Okay. What if the flask of vigor is a potion that will go on the potion shelf. Yep, that's another regeneration, so I'll keep that on me. Next up, oh, we created a jar. Awarded jar. Oh, we get 10 jar labels. Nice. That is useful. Put that over here at the alembic. And let's see what else is going on in here. It wants us to make a blazing rod. Okay. And we'll get a quartz rod. So that's cool. Or we can make a scholar's lens. Let's look that up. Of course, we need our Thaunomicon for this. So this was what I was talking about, getting more hit points. We need to put diamonds in with Spiritus, Tutamen, and Victus. Thing is, I haven't quite figured out what to burn down to get those yet. Right, so if you put diamonds in, you get red hearts. If you put gold in, you get yellow hearts, and if you put emeralds in, you get green hearts with the same amount. What's cool about those is, let's see, where did they go? Yeah, they go right here, and basically give you more hearts, more hit points. So that's useful. All right, let's find where those lenses are. That's probably an artifice. Arcane ear, goggles of revealing. Might be the Thalmic Horizons. Missing research. That looks sort of like it with missing research. Shard transmutation. A lot of things I need to get some aspects, research aspects to be able to deal with. Alright, over here in Thaumaturgy, this is where we can start researching our additional cores. So we've got our Greatwood Wand core. We built that a couple of episodes ago. And looks like we're not quite where we need to be to get that one. So let's look up here at the wand foci. So the excavation focus, we could purchase the frost focus, the shock focus, the equal trade focus we don't have, and that's one that I want. And then the focus pouch, and of course the fire focus. So we need 6, I think that's Permutatio, to get equal trade focus. Permutatio is Perdito plus Ordo. We need 6 of them. Excellent. Alright, so the equal trade focus requires Quicksilver, balanced shards, which you put a shard in with 2 of each. Okay, you put the shard in with 2 of each of the other aspects. Okay. That's gonna be entertaining to build. And okay, then you smelt them. Okay, you smelt them to get Salus Mundus. Interesting. Alright, this will be a little more complicated than the last time I built one of these. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do some planning before I get into any of that. What can I build during this episode? I feel like this is kind of a wasted episode because I'm not really able to build any of the things I want to. I want to figure that out. I'll be back. Okay, I've got a couple things set up. So one of the things that I need to do is be better about researching or scanning things with the thermometer, because I realized that a lot of things I already have, but I haven't scanned, which is bad. So one of the things that I think I've missed is this guy, the deep storage unit. He's got a whole bunch of vacuous that I was about running out of, so that's good. The other thing I realized that I don't think I showed on camera was this guy over here. So I went and built a farm just for netherwort. You can see here, right, got netherwort, got it completely dark, and I've got a harvester devoted solely to that. So it has harvested 31 at this point. Obviously I need to work on that a bit, because I'm going to need more. 31 netherwort is not enough, but it is enough to let me do the next thing I want to do for this episode, which is to make thaumium. So you put iron in a crucible with praecantatio, and you get thaumium. How do we get praecantatio? Well, netherwort's a good candidate. Ooh, it's got something new. I don't know what is that red devilish looking thing? I'm learning all kinds of stuff from this episode. Infernus. Interesting. Praecantatio and Ignis. Okay. Well, let's go get some of that. So I've got 8 of that. I need 4 praecantatio for a piece of thaumium. Let's see. Let's actually make a thaumium something. I think there's something in apomancy that's useful. Or exastrus, a thaumium hammer. And of course, I don't have the research for it. $16 will give us 4 pieces of thaumium. We can build we'll build shears and maybe boots. I don't know. Let's just go make the thaumium. We'll figure out the rest later. Also noticed, whilst I was walking around between episodes, the windmills don't seem to be doing anything anymore. Need to figure that out. I disconnected this, and it definitely, filled up, but their solar panels are up there too. So I'm not sure if the windmills are, I don't know if something happened to them or what, but I need to go look at those at some point. Anyway, let's see. We still got some fuel in here. Toss in the netherwort, and we should start seeing stuff pop up. I'll grab, let's see, that's some Ignis. I think, am I going to get Ignis out of this? Oh, let's change clothes real quick. No, we are not getting Ignis out of this. Victus, Bestia, Corpus, Potentia. Alright, all of it's new. There's the Herba. There's the Infernus. There's that one. The Praecantatio. So the precantatio is what I'm going to be using for thaumium. If we get 2 pieces of iron, that should be the right amount for 8 precantatio, which is what fits into one file. So we'll grab that. Toss that in. 1, 2, and we have 2 pieces of thaumium. Cool. Let's claim the reward of a thaumium binding. Potentially useful. Might go make a some kind of Tinker's Construct tool next time we need one, because thaumium can be used for quite a few things in here. Yep, thaumium, thaumium, thaumium. Not a sword, but shovels, crossbars. Yeah, lots of fun we can do with thaumium. So I'll just toss the binding in there. Actually, I'll put it over here in the Thaumcraft area. I really ought to put it inside the ME system, just because, but I'm not. And to finish everything up, we'll label everything, take those labels off, and store everything back. Alright, so I couldn't unlock the next set down in the wands, but by making thaumium, now it wants us to make aluminium. Aluminum, maybe? Balance shards. Okay. And a tricapitator. Okay, an axe of the stream. I really want to know what that does, but I have no idea where it is in the Thaunomicon. So let's just work on the Alimentum right now. So per the Thaunomicon, Alimentum is toss a piece of coal or charcoal in with ignis, perdito, and potentia. How are we going to get ignis, perdito, and potentia? Well, we can get some ignis right there. Don't think we have... Well, we have some potentia. How do we get perdito? Let's see what we scanned that has perdito in it. Quite a few things. Cactus. We've got quite a bit of cactus. That sounds like a solid place to start. Okay, we get 3 herba, 1 aqua, and 1 perdito. Okay. We'll burn off some of that, and let's see, we'll need 5 of those by the time we're done. Pretty sure. Alright, we're going to have to let that run for a bit. This herba is going to fill up relatively quickly, because as you'll recall, there were 3 herba. But anyway, to make the Alimentum, we need 3 ignis, 3 perdito, 3 potentia. If we grab, doesn't really easily work for 8. We'll be wasting a little bit if we don't make a bunch of it. So let's make a bunch of it. We'll need 3 files of each. How many files do we have? 21. We've got the 9 we need. And then we'll need 8 coal. While we're working on letting that burn off, we'll... How did I only get 3 of those? I needed more. No, wait a minute, that's right. No, it's not. Ugh. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm going to go run numbers and make sure I'm getting this right, because clearly I'm not doing the math in my head quite correctly. And I will be back. Yeah, I was doing it right, I just wasn't accounting for all of them. So anyway, I've got 3 of these, 3 of each aspect. If I do it right, I should need each of them. We'll see. So I'm going to toss 1, 2, 3. I've got 8 of each aspect. Toss that in. I need 3 of them. 3 more. I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, so 8 elementum, which, if you'll recall, is like Nitor. I think this is the right, it's energy. So basically, it's unstable, it's a good source of fuel. Don't throw it against solid surfaces unless you like explosions. I have no intention of doing that. I'm going to put it in this chest and hope it behaves itself. Right, this thing is pretty much done. Let's return our labels. I'm also going to need to find a better way to store these jars, but that can come at some point. This completes this one, and we get a water crystal cluster as a result. I'll toss that in there. And I think that's it for the episode. It's been kind of a random episode. I apologize for that. I did not have, well, I had a couple of plans going in. None of them really worked out. I'll try to do better next time, and hope you'll join me for it. Until then, thank you for watching.